Hey team, I'm Lewis and this is James and we're going to take you through a warm-up today. So James, you can lie on your back for me. We're going to start with some glute bridges. So James is going to push through his heels. He's going to drive his hips up to the top, squeezing his bum nice and tight. So you should feel all the work in his glutes here. If he's feeling it more in his hamstrings, then his feet are probably too far away from him. If he's feeling it more in his quads, then his feet are probably too close to him. So you want to find a nice medium range in between that kind of distance so you're primarily feeling your glutes. Good, so 10 reps here, and then he's going to turn to his front and go into 8 downward dogs. Okay, so this is a dynamic stretch. We're starting in that press up position. He's going to push his hips up into the air, his heels down into the ground, pause there for a second or two, and then come back to the start again. So as his heels drop into the ground, it's emphasizing that stretch along the back of the legs. He's then opening up his chest and his shoulders by pushing down through. Good. Lovely, looking good, James. So you may want to adjust your hand position on this one too. So sometimes it feels nicer to bring your hands a little bit closer so you get your heels a bit lower or your hands a bit further away if you're struggling to get that opening of the chest. Next one is our world's greatest stretch. So foot comes up outside the hands. We're then going to rotate up and look towards the ceiling. So the foot comes up as high as possible towards that hand. The hand next to the foot is then going to reach up towards the ceiling and your eyes are going to follow. So be really intensive in everything you want to do here. So really think about the movement, think about how you're wanting to do it. So as you're stretching forward and that foot comes up, you're also pushing that hip down towards the floor, opening up the hips. Good, so 8 there, James. And then we're going to stand up after that and go into some overhead squats. So reaching those arms up above the head. So James is really good at this one. So he's going to stay as tall as possible. His hip crease is going below his knee crease for the depth. His knees are traveling forward over the toes, and they're also staying out over the toes and not letting the knees collapse in, which is really key. Good. So you might find your arms wanting to travel forward, so that's quite common, and if that's the case, then just try and resist it as much as you can, but don't worry if it does happen. Good. And then we're going to do a multi-directional lunge. So one is going to go forward, one is going to go to the side, and then one is going to go to the back. Once we've done that one side, we're then going to change legs. Good, James. To the sides, good. And then to the back. Perfect, relax there. Right, so we're going to move into the workout. Right, team, so on this week's strength and core session, we're going to be doing a block of 2 exercises as a superset and a quad set, which is 4 exercises back to back on the second part. Resting 60 seconds or 45 to 60 seconds after each round's completed. We're going to show you the exercises. So the first one we've got to do is Bulgarian split squats. So this is our first one of the superset. So James is going to come down, get his knees close to the floor as possible at the back, and then come forward. So a few key things here is hinging over slightly to keep the weight on the front foot and keeping the weight in the heel, more to the heel of the front foot as well. Okay, but still having that full contact throughout the foot. Relax there, James. The second one is our press-ups. Okay, so we can do 3-second eccentric press-ups with a hand release at the bottom. So James is going to come down 3, 2, 1, release his hands and then press back up. James is going to go down again. This time he's going to go back up on his knees. Okay, so this is the second variation you can do. So pressing back up on the knees. And the third variation is on the knees, 3 seconds down, releasing and pressing back up on the knees also, okay? So they're your 3 options for this exercise. The only things you're going to need for this, obviously, we've got a nice split squat stand, but at home, just grab a chair, use the sofa, whatever's roughly around that kind of height where your foot can be elevated to come into that nice deep split squat. Right, so let's start with this and then we'll go into the next exercises after during the rest period. So 15 reps of the first one on each leg. So 1, 2, 3, good, James. 4, 5, 6, good. 7, so James is doing really well here. He's not off balance at all. He's got good stability going on. So at home, if you're wobbling about, take your time between reps if you need to reset and then come back into it again. It's a hard one to stabilize, but James is making it look super easy. Good, what's the reps?
50.
Good, and change legs, perfect. So try to be nice and quick in the transition so we don't want to rest too long in between. But if you are struggling, have a little rest if you need to. Good, very nice form. So James got the weight through the middle of the foot, slightly into the heel, keeping a nice tripod grip with the foot, so he's gripping with his big toe and little toe on the floor also. So it's full contact of the foot. hinging over, knees almost touching the floor, coming back up again. Good. What's the rep range? 13. Good. 14, and one more. 15, perfect. So straight into the next exercise, no rest in between. So those press ups, it's 3 seconds on the way down, release the hands and pressing back up. Choose your variation at home. So again, knees only, full plank down and then knees up, or tall position only. Entirely up to which one you go for. Good, James, lovely. Perfect, good timing. 3, 2, 1, release, press, good. So if you can, on that press from the release, try and be as explosive as possible. So really trying to fire up those muscle fibers as much as we can and train that explosive element of the range. Good. Very nice, keep going, James. What's the number?
I think it's 10.
10, beautiful. So 10 reps, I didn't mention that, so it's 10 reps on that one. James is good, he remembered. Cool, so now we're resting 45 to 60 seconds. Take longer if you need to, or take shorter if you need to. If you feel good to go, go again, but make sure there's enough rest so you can get the reps out again on the following set.
I get confused when I'm counting tempo and reps at the same time.
Yeah, for me, counting tempos is tough, like James mentioned. So for me, I like to count down, 3, 2, 1, and then 1 for the first rep, 3, 2, 1, and 2 for the second rep, and I'll keep going that way. That's kind of how I do it. You may have your own way at home, but yeah, play around with it. It does get a bit confusing.
You know, me too, that is the best method.
Yeah. What are you going for? Good to go?
Good to go.
Let's do it. So 15 reps again. Good. 2, 3, good. So again, maintain that nice form. James got a good tempo here. So we're not doing too slow on the way down. We're doing nice fast reps for this one. Good. Keep it going, doing well, come on. How many left?
11.
Good, 12, 13, 14, good, one more. 15 and change legs, good. Perfect, so again, if you are losing your balance and you're struggling to keep up, then take your time. Pause the video if you need to catch up. Good, come on, almost there. Really strong positioning. Good, so that knee's almost touching the floor at the back, so make sure as you're getting tired, you're not losing that range. Make sure you're trying to get full range every time. James is flying through these, making them look easy. Good. Perfect, and straight into those press-ups, well done. So again, 3 seconds down. If you found the first variation you did hard, you can always drop it down. If you found the first variation easy, you can go back up. You may find you're a little bit tired on this one, so do change if you need to during the set. Try and make it as hard as you can for what you need. Good. Drive, lovely, James. 3, 2, 1, release and press, good. What's the number? 4, good. 3, 2, 1, and 5, good. 3, 2, 1, release. 6, so nice and explosive. 3, 2, 1, 7, good. Good speed. 3, 2, 1, 8, 3, 2, 1, 9, good. 3, 2, 1, and 10. Well done, brilliant. So that's our first 2. So pause the video if you need to catch up. The next one is going to be the 4 exercises. So I'll give James a little bit of a rest. I'm going to demonstrate them to start. So we've got 2 leg exercises, and then we're going to follow with 2 upper body movements, okay? Or core/upper body. So the first one is a single leg reverse lunge. So you're going to pick your leg to use first. You're going to lunge back, press forward, and then go down on that same leg again. So we're going to stay on this one leg, pressing through it for the first 12 reps, and then we're going to change legs, okay? The second exercise, going straight into it, is squats. So body weight speed squats. So we're going to do about 20 squats. We're going to come down, and it's nice and quick, up and down, but make sure we get that full range the whole time. Our second 2 exercises are prone reaches. So you can do this either on your elbows or on your hands. So press up position, feet a little bit wider. You're then going to reach that hand out, pause for a second, and then change sides. So we're going to do about 6 per side, so 12 in total. If that's tough, you can come down to the elbows. Again, feet tight, core braced, and reaching forward. But the really key thing here is not to let the hips twist or move. Okay, that's the main point for that one. Really bracing, keeping yourself tight. And then we've got prone toe taps. So in that press up position again, we're then going to try and touch our opposite hand with our opposite foot. So we're going to come back into a downward dog position, reach towards the foot, and then come back to the start. Forward, reach towards the foot, back to the start. If you're finding this easy, you can increase it by adding a press as you come forward. Entirely up to you. We're not going to, but if you do find that's quite an easy exercise for you, then add a press if you'd like to. Right. Good to go, James?
Good to go.
Cool, so it's a single leg reverse lunge to start and then into your squats. So 12 reps one side, 12 reps the other. Good. Very nice. 6, am I right? 7, sorry, 8. 9, 10, 11, good, one more, 12, and straight change. So again, nice quick changes. So you may find you lose your balance occasionally, but keep yourself shifted over so your weight is on the front of the foot, so you're slightly hinging over. Your chest is almost sitting just behind your knee as you push forward. Good, James, keep going, almost there. And into those speed squats when you're done. Good, so this is 20 reps, so nice and fast, full range, straight up, straight down, quick as you can, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, 10, come on, almost there, 11, 12. So James got a really good speed here, really good movement pattern, his chest is up, his weight is through the middle of the foot. He's not too much on his toes or too much on his heels. It's a nice even balance. Good, strong. Well done. So then it's the upper body. So we're going for prone reaches. So press up position. Wide feet stance as James has. He's bracing through the middle so his hips are tight. There's not a lot of movement going on here. So we're doing 6 per arm, 12 in total. Try and pause for a little bit longer there, James. So just pause and then down, good. Pause and then down, perfect, good. So this is the perfect tempo we want here. The slight pause on that one arm. Good, well done. And into those prone toe taps or tall plank prone taps. Prone taps, toe taps. Getting tongue twisted.
How many of these?
Doing 16. 16 reps, yeah, I didn't mention that. Good, so great position here from James. He's not going too far down as he comes forward, he's just coming to a press up position again. His back's not arching, he's staying braced through the middle. Good. Very nice. Well done, and relax there. Cool. So 60 seconds rest, 40 to 45 to 60. Again, if you need longer, take a bit longer.
All right, up.
Yeah? How'd you find the last one? Was that easy, all right?
No, all right, just all right.
Just about right?
The shoulders are getting a bit tired from having done the plank reaches first.
Cool. So we'll stick to that one then. So again, if at home you wanted to increase the one, you could just add a press before you go into those toe touches. Entirely up to you. Right. Were they? Yeah, yeah. So the squats and back to back, yeah, get the blood pumping, fill those legs up. So just to remind you, single leg reverse lunge, squats, prone reaches or tall plank reaches, and then tall plank toe taps, okay? With a press if you want to. Right, you good to go? Let's do it. So single leg reverse lunge. Good. Six, good, strong James. 7, 8, good. So as your legs get tired, again, remember to try and maintain that form as best you can. So 12 reps one leg, 12 reps on the other. Very nice, well done. 2, 3, good. 4, 5, come on James, strong. 6, 7, 8, good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. So into those speed squats, 20 reps, nice and quick. Try and get it done in 20 seconds, 1 second per rep. If you can, that'd be awesome. Good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, come on. Great speed, great range, great speed. So he's really dropping into it, but maintaining that nice brace position. Tall chest up, knees traveling forward, out over the toes, so we're not collapsing in. Brilliant, keep going, keep going, keep going. Very nice. Right, into those prone reaches. So bracing, again, feet wider, not letting this area here move too much. Staying very tight through our core, through our center. And just pausing a little bit longer for me, James. There we go. Good. So it's enough of a pause just to make you have to activate that core a little bit harder in the full reach position. Good. Keep going, nice, well done. And then toe taps, so prone position. So our last one of the day. Unless you guys want to carry on at home, then you're more than welcome to. Good. Again, great position here from James, so 16 reps in total, 8 per side. Good, so James's heels are going into the ground as he comes into this pike position when he touches in. So it's a bit of taxing on the shoulder, you're kind of pressing through the shoulder, getting those anterior and medial deltoids to start doing more of the work. Good. And you've also got the depression and extension on the protraction of the scapula. Very nice, well done, brilliant. Good, so again, if you want to do some more, you can pause the video and carry on, or rewatch it again, rewind. So entirely up to you, but that's it from us today, guys. We'll see you again next time. Thanks a lot.